We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. His gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant!
Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions! We only have minutes! I'm in charge here, Sergeant! Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant! What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant! What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot! You have 10 men left! My orders are to save what's left! Move out!
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
Alrighty, welcome back to LA Noire, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take a look here. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night, to defy power which seems omnipotent, to love and bear, to hope till hope creates, from its own wreck the thing it contemplates, neither to charge nor falter nor repent. 'Tis like thy glory, Titan, is to be good, great and joyous, beautiful and free. This is alone life, joy, empire, and victory. Looking in wonder up to heaven, while yet the music pealed along, I hid myself within a fountain in the public square, where I lay like the reflex of the moon, seen in a wave under green leaves. Cunt BD find me where I hid myself.
The killer knew about this message. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed... What does he want it
Where are
to...
you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what?
Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning, but that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Alrighty, so we are coming at the high end of this Black Dahlia murder case, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be catching Dahlia murder now.
I don't want no part of it.
But first, the Pershing Square. So this is going to be a theme throughout this case, and I will say right now that, yeah, I did look up a bit of a walkthrough to see what locations, because, you know, you have to go out of your way. You really have to go out of your way to pinpoint each of the location of the what location the expert is from, and then find a clue from there. This is going to be a theme throughout this case, and I only have so little time, so I did, check up the walkthrough, and leave a message, little note right here somewhere around this video. Yeah, look at that guy. He's amazing. Why don't you check him out? And in the meantime, we'll just go through this Black Dahlia murder case, and yeah. Let's check out the fountain.
Rather you than me, Phelps.
What do we got here? Another excerpt. There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing odorous plants, which curtain out the day with leaves and flowers, and paved with vine emerald, and a fountain leaps in the midst with an awakening sound. From its curved roof the mountains froze in tears, like snow or silver, or long diamond spires, hang downward, raining forth a doubtful light. Alrighty. And what do we got here? Huh.
Elizabeth Short. Betty Short. Black Dog.
The original Betty Short.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Poem excerpts refer to landmarks around the city. Use a main map to study landmarks to set a destination. So we will do that, well, once we enter the car. So we're going to go on ahead and enter the vehicle. Hit minus. Looks like we can't hit any location, so we're going to have to pause. Go to map. And here's what we're going to... You see this entire area right here, ladies and gentlemen? This is where we have to go through. That's a hidden vehicle. So we want to go to the Hall of Justice. Or the Hall of Records, I should say. Hall of Justice. The fuck am I? Hall of Records. There we go. That's going to be our destination. So now that we got our destination, let's go on and head there. Fuck off. I'm trying to solve the Black Dahlia case here, ladies and gentlemen. Like, for fuck's sakes, out of the way.
Him. It's really him. Fuck who killed the Dahlia. You believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. You may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Shoots me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citation. What a day to be a cop. Comes and pushing the park and we'll be able to shove him aside after this.
Any Central Unit, Car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8 and Hope, the Methodist Church unit to handle code to identify.
Alrighty, so we're at the Hall of Records.
Can I help
Looks
you, sir?
beautiful.
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Alright, so let's climb up the staircase. And once we find a location... Alright, that's a records room. We probably want to go upstairs some more, don't we? Maybe. Private. Electrical. Let's go on ahead and... Nope. So this is a bit of a theme, ladies and gentlemen. Once we find where we need to go, we want to go on ahead and... Sup, folks? Think I might have been in the wrong room. My mistake. So we find a place. Oh, there's Rusty. Could have followed him.
Let's go.
But, Yeah, so we find a location, we go through some sort of mini game, and in this case we want to go ahead and balance ourselves here. It's not too hard, ladies and gentlemen, but just balance yourself and you'll eventually find yourself another set of clues here. Another excerpt. From the temple's high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculpture and poesy, from the murmurings of the unsealed springs, where science bedews his daedal wings. Huh. And what's this? Deidre's watch. Holy fucking shit.
Jesus Christ, hold it off that goddamn thing. Find a rope, Rusty. There isn't time.
Okay, so we want to swing left and right on the chandelier. Think you have precious time? Let's get out of there. There we go.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
A Molder dame.
Yes. And a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Alright. Let's go ahead and work out that location real quick. So our next location will have to be the public library, if we can find it. Pershing Square, we just went there. It's a hidden vehicle. Can't be that far from here, can it? Alright. What am I looking for here? Pershing Square. There we go. No, that's it. That's the building. Angel's Flight. Here we go. The LA Public Library. Took me a little bit, but hey, we found it. Let's go ahead and get back into our vehicle and head over to the library.
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. Got you now, genius. Coming for you.
Oh man, I think Rusty's getting a little happy here. We're finally getting this fucking prick. Anyway, we're gonna head back over to the LA Public Library. Find another clue there, no doubt. What am I doing here? This is not where I need to be. Excuse me, sir. And there we go. The public library. So, we gotta climb up here.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there. Go get him, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old-timer.
I'm gonna forget that you called me old timer, you prick. Okay. So we want to get to the top of the library, where we'll no doubt find our clues. Our next set of clues, left behind by a Dahlia murderer himself. Again, we want to go on ahead and balance here. Oops. Let's climb on back. Lost my hat, but that's okay. Climb up this ladder, blah blah blah. We're going to be doing quite a bit of climbing in this investigation, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, another balancing act. Now, I was never good at keeping my balance, to say the least.
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
Alrighty. And it looks like we made our way up to the building. Didn't take that long, now did it? So the clues that we're looking for is going to be in a corner right over here. Another excerpt, no doubt. Round which death laughed, sepultured emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin, the wrecks beside of many a city vast, whose population which the earth grew over, was mortal, but not human. See they lie, their monstrous works and uncouth skeletons, their statues, homes and fanes, prodigious shapes huddled in grey and annihilation split, jammed in the hard, black deep. And the medal.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace.
What is it this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. When this gets out,
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
Huh, looks like he's finally caring about the fucking case for once. Anyway, let's head back to the map and we're gonna find Westlake Tar Pit. It's an intolerance set. That's gonna be our last one that we're gonna go to, by the way. Hate to give any spoilers, but that's where we're gonna go. Street crime location, blah blah blah. What's this? The Mayfair Hotel. Hidden vehicle. That's not exactly what I wanted. What do we got here? Central Police Station. That's not where we need to go. Is it probably down here? Intolerance set. The Mayfair Hotel. It's going to be all the way over there? I doubt it. Can't be that far. It's an art museum. Westlake Tar Pits. I guess it can go all the way over here. Alright, well, we're in for a long ride. We're in for a very long ride indeed. You mind getting over here, Fig Bar? Getting it a little faster so we can catch this quick and call it a day?
Hunger and starvation are the enemies of civilization and democracy.
Alright, let's get out of here.
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty. As long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous in this case.
So, you know, not really much I can really care about Galloway, but his character does seem to build from a disgruntled police officer that, you know, jumps to conclusions for each case to an honest cop that's just wanting to make justice in this world, and that makes Galloway an interesting partner to be paired up with in the homicide desk. You wouldn't want any other partner besides Galloway, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we're gonna go after the next set of clues, and then we're gonna head to the intolerance set actually next. There was no way I was gonna take my sweet time in deciphering anything like this, ladies. I've barely had patience for that during my first playthrough. I'll admit that full well. And this is one of those cases that, you know, they were trying to be a little creative, and, well, let's just say it didn't really work out. At least for me, anyway. I don't know if any other person that's played this game got a kick out of it. But, we can definitely say that, it was ambitious, because Black Dahlia murder has been going on for so long now, and, to see that we finally get to take part of solving the case, that was one of the main fucking things of this game. And I guess if people were into like police work and such like that, got a kick out of it, I'm sure. I don't doubt for a minute. This game's amazing. Excuse me, pardon me. Anyway, we're here at the tar pits now. Okay, and it looks like I kind of lied there. We're not going to the movie set after this.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Very funny.
Alright, so here's what we gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta go through this.
Whoa! Gonna move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils?
I wouldn't imagine.
Around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
I wouldn't imagine going through a tar pit. Like, once you trip in this, it's game over. You're not getting out of that.
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing.
But just keep walking along. The boards are easy to see in the tar, thankfully. So you just follow the pathway and you'll eventually get to the center of the island. And no, you cannot run in this section. As much as I'd like to, you cannot run in this section.
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking.
And there we are. And it looks like we found our next set of clues. A shoe. Let's check that out in a minute. First, next excerpt. And from the other opening in the wood rushes with loud and whirlwind harmony the sphere which is as many thousand spheres, solid as crystal, yet through all its mass, flow as through empty space, music and light. Now we can examine the shoe.
One of
Teresa's Terrelson's shoe.
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe, and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run round all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
We can definitely find the guy eventually. Alright, so let's check out the map. We're going to go to the LA County Art Museum. It's not that far from here. Plus, I love how Phelps is magically in his suit, even though we should still be in those boots from the tar pits earlier. Oh, wow. Come on, Galloway. Let's get out of here.
Well, this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Any schmo hanging out.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
Well, that sucks. That kind of cut out, didn't it? Oh well.
On it
This
goes.
way to Maze.
When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in this city?
Let's head to the maze itself. And I remember this maze very well, ladies and gentlemen. I hate it.
You ever been in here, Galloway?
No. I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I want to wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
Alright, so we want to go right. And once we reach the next road, or fork I should say, we want to head right again. And then left. And up. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, during my first playthrough, this took me a fucking while. Anyway, next excerpt. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons, wherein, and beside which, by wretched men, were born scepters, tiaras, swords, and chains, and tomes of reason long, glozed on by ignorance, were like those monstrous and barbaric shapes, the ghosts of no more remembered fame, which from their unworn obelisks look forth. It looks like we have ourselves another ring, and it happens to be the Garnet ring.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
Alrighty. Once it's done saving, we can head back to the map. And now we can go to the movie set, which is going to be right over... I just saw it. It's going to be over here. That's the hotel, which means the movie, that's the square. I just saw the set location not too long ago. Another hidden vehicle. Angel's Flight. Hidden vehicle. MacArthur Park. That's not where we want to go, is there? El Pueblo. Well, I can at least fuck off if I can't find this place. I just bumped into it not too long ago. So what's the deal? Why am I having such a hard time finding it now? There we go. Alrighty, so let's investigate the intolerance set. And this is actually the same intolerance set of our last traffic case. Memories make me want to go back there. Back there. Memories make me want to go back there. Back there. Memories. How can we make it back there? Back there. How I want to be there again. Make that into a fucking poem. Thanks for a good pastime.
He's leading us this trail of evidence.
What? Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart.
Excuse me.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The tight guy. Not the stouts with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff. Nah, I'm sticking to the funny papers.
Same here, Rusty. Same here. And now it's starting to rain. Alrighty, let's move on over here. Yeah, we're getting really close to ending this case with a bang, ladies and gentlemen. Just gotta get to the intolerance set, and then we'll get the last excerpt. And then we can go home, have some jelly donuts, maybe a cup of coffee. Were jelly donuts a thing back in the 40s? I don't know.
There's the throne up there.
Now it's just a matter of getting sealed.
Alrighty. It's just a matter of getting to the throne now. We're gonna have to climb up a set of stairs first. Memories. Make me want to go back there. Back there. Memories. How can we make it back there? Oh, fuck!
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Officer down. Alright, I think it's one of those things where I'm just gonna have to keep balancing until Figbar actually
Jesus,
helps
now
out.
look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Oh boy. Mind helping sometime soon, Galloway?
Try to make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then...
Okay, so is there another ladder that we can take? Or was it over there? Yeah, I think it was over here. Let's go ahead and take it down. And we made it to our throne. How did I manage to fuck that up? I'll never understand. But we made it to our last letter. Remit the anguish of that lighted stare, close those wan lips, let that thorn-wounded brow, stream not with blood, it mingles with thy tears. Fix those tortured orbs in peace and death, so thy sick throes shake not that crucifix. So those pale fingers play not with thy gore, O horrible, thy name I will not speak. It hath become a curse, I see, the wise, the mild, the lofty, and the just, whom thy slaves hate for being like to thee, some hunted by foul lies from their heart's home, an early chosen, late lamented home. Alrighty. And looks like we got our last ring.
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers.
Alright, time to get the fuck out of here. Just keep running. And you'll eventually get off of this set eventually.
I thought the whole thing was going to come crashing down on me.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
Alrighty, so it's time to decipher the last excerpt, where we are going to head over to do we want to head over there? Time to investigate the church.
Give me a break.
You might see this as a cry for help.
For God's sake, Phelps. I'm not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women now for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills, and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the letters in the poem, he could have gone on forever. We would have been none the wiser. We would have 4 executed men on our conscience and have been happy about it. Why else is he doing this?
You're the new face of the department, Phelps. The modern cop who tries to understand why the perp does what he does.
Yeah, there was a reason why I slowed down.
Reports a 211 in progress at 9th and Grand. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's end this case once and for all.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
All right.
Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
You can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house.
All right, so let's enter the house and enter the catacombs.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Jesus. Look at this place. Skull. Typewriter. That looks like where he would type his things. Okay, can't go in there. What'd you find, Rusty? Nothing? There's gotta be another way in here. Why am I getting lost in here out of all the places? Well, I can't open that. I can't go through there. So this has to be the place. Okay, there we go. Now we found it.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty.
Okay, well, we'll go down there shortly. All kinds of tools. Another tool.
Medical experience, maybe. At least some working knowledge of biology. He's cruel and he's methodical. It's the basis for all his riddles. Prometheus defied the cruel gods. This guy thinks he's doing the same thing.
Defying gods can be hazardous to your health.
Alright, well, I think we found all that we need to find here.
Going down there?
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, Detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overqualified.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Okay, so I always seem to screw up in this
Do I get a sense
case,
you're
ladies
looking
and
for personal
gentlemen.
redemption?
This part of the
Do you
case,
think we
anyway.
have something in
So you
common?
want to take cover.
Surrender now or
Like I said, you want to take cover. Okay, looks like we got a couple of shots in. So that's always good.
This thing has come to an end. You know that.
Are you acquainted with slaughter? Have you felt the fear? Understood now?
I always seem to screw up here. In any case. And eventually we're gonna have to find a killer.
You're exactly what I
There
expected.
he is.
We were looking for a low achiever.
Come back out. Of course you climb up the ladder. And that's it.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
You finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both, but there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we'll have to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, Phelps. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boys of advice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours. Celebrate your promotion.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the homicide desk. We will be heading to advice in the next video. Holy shit. The case of the Black Dahlia remains open. The truth lost to all but a handful of men. Yeah, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010. As always, happy gaming, my friends.